this morning.
Good morning. The time is 5:30. I'm Madison Pergram.
And I'm Will Puckett on Tuesday, September the 24th. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News this morning.
So walking out of work yesterday, there was rain on my windshield. It was a refreshing sign.
It was an incredibly refreshing
And I never thought, I don't love rain, but I'll take it now.
Yeah, I think we all will.
Well, let's go to Kelly McShane. Are we going to see more rain this week? Are there any chances? Are we going to see higher temperatures?
Well, there's a few rain chances heading throughout the rest of this week, but I think we're going to head back into that dry pattern that we've been seeing. But hey, we got a little bit yesterday, so definitely something to be happy about because we definitely could use the rain here. But overall, things are looking dry to start off this morning over into Whitesburg, downtown over there. We're not looking at too much fog this morning, and it's a pretty calm scene as we wake up for our Tuesday. Satellite and radar is showing a few clouds near the Tennessee border, but overall, we're starting to clear out here in eastern Kentucky, and those temperatures, because of that, are a little bit chilly to the north. Those mid to lower 50s into Moorhead and Ashland. Prestonsburg and Pikeville waking up chilly into the upper 50s as well. But folks into Harlan and Middlesboro, you guys are in the low to mid 60s because of that cloud cover still lingering around. So overall, temperature is off to a pretty cool start this morning, and they will be comfortable heading into this afternoon, and I'll let you know how long those comfortable conditions will last in just a little bit, guys.
Alrighty, Kelly, thank you. Well, the City of Hazard announced on Facebook that City Hall will be closed today for the funeral of Leslie Hall. Leslie died last week after the brakes on her car malfunctioned, leading to a crash that also injured her daughter. Leslie Hall's husband is the Hazard City Manager, Derek Hall. The building will remain open for ongoing black lung hearings.
And last night, friends and family began saying goodbye to a Magoffin County teen killed last week in a crash. Visitation for Lindsay Trusty started at 5 o'clock Monday evening. Her funeral is this morning at 11 a.m. All services are at Salyersville Funeral Home, and Trusty was only 18 years old.
Well, the woman accused of driving under the influence and causing a deadly crash is scheduled to be back in court later today. Tammy Rodriguez is charged with 3 counts of murder along with assault and wanton endangerment. That crash happened on I-75 the night of September 4th. 20-year-old Caitlin Bailey and 26-year-old Taylor Blevins were killed, along with Rodriguez's own sister. WKYT's Garrett Weimer talked with Blevins' longtime boyfriend about how he wants her to be remembered.
Jared Miller has a new routine in the week since Taylor Blevins died.
As much as I possibly can, I'll come and I'll sit. Just think.
Now he often finds himself here beside his girlfriend's grave.
The memories are all I have now. The pictures, the videos, the memories. But I do know she's still with me.
Miller says he and Blevins dated for 3 years. They had talked about marriage.
It's the love of my life.
He planned to propose. But now none of that will happen. The crash cut short Blevins' life and erased this couple's future.
Just as sure as God made little green apples, she was loved by me and many others.
Blevins and her sister Caitlin Bailey are buried here beside each other, close in death as loved ones say they were in life. With the long legal process just beginning, Miller says he doesn't want everything that goes on inside the courtroom to block out who Taylor and Caitlin were and how much they were loved. Miller hasn't been to court yet for Tammy Rodriguez's appearances. He says it's too hard.
There's a hole there that will never be able to be filled up.
The pain is too fresh, the wound too raw.
Because I sort of figured that I'd be close to her the rest of my life. And then I got robbed. So now being here is as close as I'm going to get.
That's why Miller wants everyone to hold their loved ones closely while they can. He's glad the last thing he told Blevins was, "I love you," on the phone.
I am, but I'd sure like to say it a few more times.
Now a one-sided conversation as he spends time here with the woman he hoped to build a life with. In Scott County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Now, Tammy Rodriguez is scheduled to appear in Fayette District Court later today for a preliminary hearing.
And one man will be back in McCreary County Court today after shooting a sheriff's deputy back in July of this year. Mark Duncan of Pulaski County will appear in front of the McCreary County Circuit Judge this morning for his arraignment. Duncan is accused of shooting McCreary County Deputy Tyler Watkins after Watkins approached his car during a welfare check. Duncan faces a variety of charges, including attempted murder.
Well, one woman in Johnson County was arrested in a sex trafficking sting. Paintsville police say 40-year-old Deborah Hamilton sent messages to a confidential informant saying she wanted to sell women to him for $75 an hour. When the informant showed up at the home, police say Hamilton went inside and sent a woman outside. Police stopped the woman, who told them Hamilton, quote, sells her and gives her some of the money for it. Officers executed a search warrant on the home, seizing an undisclosed amount of money and electronics.
Hamilton was arrested on charges of human trafficking, promoting human trafficking, and possession of drug paraphernalia. She is in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center.
Paintsville Police Chief Mike Rose says the people living in the home will not be charged under current circumstances.
And an investigation is still ongoing.
Well, one man is dead and another is behind bars in Clay County. We first brought you this news Sunday night. Clay County Sheriff Patrick Robinson tells us they believe a fight broke out at a home off of US 421 in Big Creek around 8:30 Sunday night. Ricky Darrell Wagers shot Eddie Spurlock multiple times with a shotgun. The community who lives nearby is in disbelief.
Went and seen the family of the victim, and they're really restless just because of the matter. You know, me and this guy was friends pretty much. We didn't hang out here recently, but used to hang out a whole lot, and it just hurts my heart that now that he's not with us no longer.
We have an interview request out for Wagers, who is at the Clay County Detention Center, but the detention center has not returned our calls.
The case against the Clay County mom charged in the hot water challenge is now headed to a grand jury. Angela Guth was in court yesterday for a preliminary hearing. Police say she did nothing to help a boy severely burned after her son poured hot water on him. Guth is charged with criminal abuse and wanton endangerment. Last month, the mother of the boy said Guth's attorney said his client wanted to apologize for the incident.
Well, state troopers in Pike County are searching for a thief. Over the weekend, 20 tires were stolen from Tin Short and Line X.
The thieves left 5 vehicles sitting on chopped up telephone poles. Kentucky State Police are searching for suspects.
Now, WYMT's Emily Bennett talked to an employee at the dealership to find out more.
Employees thought it was a typical Monday morning until they saw this.
People just don't drive down the road and pull out back and say, hey, let's go get the wheels and tires off 5 vehicles. You know, I mean, they've had to know what they're doing.
4 new trucks and an older Jeep Grand Cherokee were sitting on blocks, surrounded by other vehicles that were untouched.
There's vehicles parked, right out in front of it. There's vehicles behind it. There was other vehicles out here. These weren't the only vehicles out here, so I don't know if it was someone that, somebody that needs these wheels and tires.
Jason Weffenstedt, sales manager at Tim Short, says he believes this was planned, and police are checking security footage from weeks back.
We're going back for 2 weeks, checking to see any, vehicles that might have pulled in here after hours, when the dealerships closed down, coming back and checking on stuff like that.
He says a theft like this would take hours.
There's no electricity back here, so they either had to have a generator or something if they're using, any kind of power tool or anything like that, or if they're old-fashioned, they got a 4-way lug nut, it's going to take even longer, to get it off there.
And worth thousands of dollars.
The wheels and the sensors and everything in it, we're looking around $7,000 just for that, plus probably another $1,000 for a set of tires to put on each truck on there, so you're probably over $10,000 just on the Toyotas, and that's not counting the Chevy 2500 and the Grand Cherokee that we got to replace the wheels and tires on.
Weffenstedt is searching sales sites, hoping to find the tires.
If you're in a community and you see stuff like this on there and you see a set of tires that somebody's selling for $200, it's probably the ones we're looking for.
Saying it's just a matter of time before they are found. In Pike County, Emily Bennett, WYMT Mountain News.
Now a cash reward is being offered to anyone who has information about the suspects or location of the tires. If you have any information, call Kentucky State Police Post 9 at 606-433-7711.
And the United Auto Workers strike against General Motors entered its 2nd week on Monday. The union is demanding that GM relocate its plants from Mexico to the U.S. GM produces far more cars in Mexico compared to other major manufacturers. Here in Kentucky, workers in Bowling Green began receiving their strike pay from the union. Workers received $250 per week.
Officials with the American Heart Association held an interactive class in Pike County yesterday. This is part of the company's East Coast tour. The class has taught people how to perform hands-only CPR. Officials saying one of the biggest problems people have is a fear of hurting the patient.
We get a lot of people coming to us saying, oh my God, I'm so afraid because I thought I would break a rib or I might hurt them. I'm like, the thing that you don't know is if their heart stopped, they're dead.
Yes.
Without your help, they're going to die.
Yeah.
With your help, there's a potential for them to come back.
Now, the first 250 patients received a free hands-only CPR training kit. The two are partnered with Anthem Foundation plus local healthcare providers to set up tents for more health information.
And with help from Pikeville Medical Center, one program will help Pike County students in a big way. K-Tech is giving students in their freshman and sophomore years the ability to get their associate's degree in multiple health fields through a paid apprenticeship. Pike County School Superintendent Reed Atkins says the hands-on training students receive will help them determine if this is the career field they want to pursue.
When you look at handling blood, fecal matter, so on and so forth, once they get there and they realize that, a lot of times they pull away.
Atkins says he hopes to see more students stay in the region, and there is not a definite date set for students to begin the K-Tech program.
One puppy is back home with its family in Laurel County this morning thanks to the work of first responders. Check this video out. See the drain those first responders are working on? Well, a puppy was stuck inside of that drain yesterday. You can see one of the men climbed all the way into the drain to get the pup out. Thanks to the work of first responders with East Bernstadt Fire and Rescue, the little guy made it out and was able to sleep soundly at home last night. This video was posted by the department.
Art is a form of expression, and we talked with one veteran in Pike County who says it helps him with his PTSD.
Yesterday's cold front is bringing a few changes to the forecast today, and I will let you know how long those changes will last coming up next.